the picture that he showed on the screen. It's a deity El, the god El. Pay attention to the crown or the headdress, if you will. This is a picture from the front of the same statue, a little closer, and a little bit from the side here. Now, this headdress is actually the Atef crown. If you go on Webster's online dictionary, that's what it says. Atef is the specific feathered white crown of the Egyptian deity Osiris. It combines the head jet, the crown of Upper Egypt, with red ostrich feather for the Osiris cult. The Atef crown identifies Osiris in ancient Egyptian painting. If you go to Webster's dictionary, Merriam-Webster, it says Atef, hold on, a tall crown with a long feather on each side, shown in the art of ancient Upper Egypt as worn by Osiris. Okay? Here you can see Osar or Osiris with the Atef crown. This is from the papyrus of Nebket. It's actually in the Louvre Museum, and you can see me filming that papyrus on the video entitled Reality Check. Why black people ain't going nowhere. But you might as well put Afro Style Reality Check. It's going to come up. And in here, it's also from the Louvre Museum. You have Osiris in the middle with the Atef crown, and the description for it. If you go on the website of the Louvre Museum and you type Royal and Divine Triad, you can do a search and you will see they mention that he is actually wearing the Atef crown. Now, finally, you can compare the crowns. Okay, first you have the god of the Arabs Negroes, which first is El, but somehow, some way becomes Allah. But that's up to y'all. That's up to the doctor. And then you have the one that I showed you, Osiris. Then again, from the front, compared with another statue of Osiris, and then finally the same statue from another angle.
Biblical king's seal discovered in dump site. This is the royal seal of the king Hezekiah, and here we have an ankh. And finally, last but not least, you need to see it to believe it. The God of the Bible, El, slept in his own dung and urine. This is Ugaritic Narrative Poetry, page 195. And we also have this book here, the Masriya in the Prophetic Literature, where it clearly says that El floundered in his own feces and urine. Hotep Senuhena Senut, Itira and Ishakandugu Kemet. I hope you're doing well. Let me check the sound first of all. It's loud. Going to reduce that. For strange reason, the quality is not well here. Quality, and it's auto. Strange. 720p. I hope it's only on my end. Let me know how the image quality is on your end. I'm gonna have a look on my phone. Bear with me. So first, I'm going to reduce the volume. Okay, now it should be should be a bit better for the volume. So the quality. One moment. Tu es en live, c'est ça? Ouais, je suis en live. Elle enlève tout. Voilà. Il y a 20 personnes. Ouais, je viens de commencer, tu vois, il y a 6 minutes. L'intro, ça dure 5 minutes. Donc. On m'a vu là? Bah oui, c'est l'écran. Mais vous, t'arrêtes de faire des bêtises, hein? Quoi? Oh yeah. Quality. How is it? Hold on. Well, even on my mobile phone, the quality is not great. So if I go advanced, 720p, I hope it's going to improve. I don't know why. On my YouTube page, on the app, it's not looking good. It's pixelized, if you see what I mean. Ouais, c'est pas grave, c'est pas grave, c'est pas grave. Pas grave. Ok, c'est bon, merci. Tu veux ou pas? Comment ça, si je veux, je suis en train de faire un live, tu demandes si je veux ça. Je passe à là. Pourquoi je veux prendre ça là? So on the application, the quality is not great. On my desktop, on my PC, the quality is not great. So I presume if I go on the website on my phone, it's going to be the same. I don't know. I really don't know why. It's the PC that I have usually, and it looks so pixelized. I mean, it's like it's an old school webcam. Hmm? It's like you know those webcams, like when they started with the webcams. Donnie Williams is asking, is there a resolution setting? Good advice. The funny thing is that on my end here, on the streaming platform, it is high definition, 720. Hmm. It's weird. Regarde le paquet de biscuits à terre. Tu veux choupi? It really bothers me because the quality is just horrible. Now, let me see if I share because I want to go through some pictures. So we only have Donnie Williams in the place to be for now. It's my webcam quality that's messed up. The picture is okay, so that's the most important. So let me just do this. Tu veux pas ça, Maya? Okay. So it's been a long time. I said that I wanted to go through some Medu Neter. I don't expect we will have 170 people. Like when I talk about some things that some may consider juicy, the juicy stuff. Um, I address all kind of things, but there's um there's a person in America who's scared about the police. It's a double amputee. I saw it a few days ago, but because I I saw it on one website and I didn't see it anywhere else, I thought, well, maybe it's something that happened a long time ago. But I wanna look for the name of the person. Oh, okay. I will look for it. It's a double amputee, and he fled from the police. They killed him, and I think it's in L.A. I read this said that he was threatening them with a knife. I will look for the video. Let me share this first. It's just getting out of hand. It's crazy. So here we have a BBC article. You can see it's 18 hours ago that they came up with this article. Going to share this in the chat for all purposes. We have Kelvin Fredericks in the place to be. He wrote Hotep Machaka, Donny Williams FM. Hotep to you. And for those who don't know the chat, for members only, you have the link to join. It's $3 a month. So let's go through this article here. California police face scrutiny after killing double amputee. Anthony Lowe's family has accused Huntington Park police of murder. Let me know if you are aware how we pronounce his last name, if he's definitely pronounced Lowy. The police killing of a wheelchair user who allegedly refused to drop a butcher's knife is under investigation by authorities in California. Double amputee Anthony Lowy, 36, who was black, was fatally shot on January 26 in the Los Angeles area. Police say he threatened them after stabbing someone. Mr. Lowy's mother said they murdered my son. It comes amid renewed scrutiny of police killings after the death of Tyree Nichols in Memphis, Tennessee. The incident involving Mr. Lowy occurred in Huntington Park and was caught on camera by bystanders. Grainy video shows part of the confrontation with Mr. Lowy holding a long shiny object and moving on the stumps of his legs away from officers. That clip does not show the shooting. In a statement on January 30, the Huntington Park Police Department said that officers had responded to a stabbing, and the victim supplied a description of the suspect. The suspect had allegedly left his wheelchair, approached the victim, and stabbed him in the chest with a 12-inch butcher knife before returning to the wheelchair and fleeing the scene. The victim was left with a life-threatening stab wound resulting in a collapsed lung and internal bleeding, the police statement said. When officers caught up with Mr. Lowy, according to the police statement, he ignored the officers' verbal commands and threatened to advance or throw the knife at officers. Police said that after two unsuccessful attempts to use tasers to subdue Mr. Lowy, they shot him. So they were not able to use their tasers. Huntington Park Police Lieutenant Hugo Reniaga told the Los Angeles Times that investigators had obtained video of the shooting from a nearby business but do not plan to release the footage. I wonder why. He added that Huntington Park officers do not wear body cameras. I guess that will have to change now. I guess he should be all over the country. He tried to run away, and every time he turned around and did a motion like he was going to throw the knife at him, they tased him. They were trying to give this guy the less lethal taser shock, and because it was ineffective, they had to go to something that was more effective. The two officers involved have been placed on paid leave amid an investigation. They have not been named. On Tuesday, members of Mr. Lowy's family and activists demanded that the officers be held accountable for the shooting. They murdered my son in a wheelchair with no legs, Mr. Lowy's mother, Dorothy, said at the news conference. They do need to do something about it. A spokesperson for the family told the BBC's US partner, CBS, that Mr. Lowy was suffering from a mental health crisis at the time of the shooting. His sister told the LA Times that he had his legs amputated last year following an incident with police in Texas. Dang, what a coincidence. Following an incident with police. Now, I don't know what the incident was. I don't know if he was at fault or not. But, non, tu me vois avec de l'eau là, ici, là? Tu veux dire bonjour? Tu veux dire bonjour?
Non, pas dans les oreilles. C'est la
Bonjour, fais comme ça.
Ah, bonjour. Avec les familles.
She's showing her true colors slowly but surely. Hold on, it must be noisy. The Los Angeles County Sheriff Department Homicide Unit is investigating the Huntington Park shooting as they do for other smaller police departments in the area. According to the Mapping Police Violence database, nearly 1,200 people were killed by police in 2022. Officers were charged with the crime in 9 of these cases. Now, probably amongst those 1,200 people who were killed by the police, probably there were justifiable cause or cases of self-defense. But if we were to do sorry, not the math. That's 3 persons a day. Now I think we might have the video. I'm going to look for it. Kevin wrote, Dr. Welsing said the murder of young black men in America constitutes a genocide. You have to wonder sometimes if the police don't have any quotas of so many people that must be killed because it's just bananas. Oh, I have so much stuff here. Hold on, bear with me. No, I'm going to do this. I'm going to delete them. So I'm going to do this. I have a few things to go through quickly. Let me look for the video. It's real sad when you see the video. I mean, you wonder how could he pose a threat even with a knife? He didn't have any legs. I found one video. So it looks like he had a knife. I saw another video where we have a different angle to shoot dead somebody that doesn't have any legs. Like there's no other ways. The tasers were not working. Oh my goodness. Now, gonna go through some Medu Neter. This is from the Louvre Museum. You're very familiar with. Hold on. Why is it not? There it is. With what I use as a profile picture. So you have the window or the glass, the vitrine, as we say in French, and all of this comes from the tomb of Amenhotep III. See, here they've put Le Roi Amenophis III, which means the King Amenophis III. Now, Amenophis is the Greek way of Amenhotep. So you have that depiction here. Now, the one I use, I think it's the one from the bottom. So we'll have another one right underneath, and there it is. You see, that's the one I use, and that's a picture taken by yours truly. That's not the same angle. Um, what was the last one I asked that? It was 6 months ago. I think it was that one. It was that one, and I was wondering if it wasn't what we can see on that book cover, but it is not the same. Now this is Pascal Vernus. We went through another of his book with some repairing us back then. We have 24 people online. Oh, Stephen Pascal is in the place to be. Now, for those who don't know, only supporters can post in the chat. To become a supporter, you have the link to join. It's only $3 per month. Now, this is actually from the reign of Amenophis III or Amenhotep III. Portrait of Neb Amun. Well, they've put Neb Amun. Actually, what you pronounce Amun in English, we pronounce it Amon in French. So we have Neb Amun. Those who took the classes with me or others may know what Neb means. So you can dissect the name. And he's a director of the sculptors of the king. Hmm. Bear with me. Okay. Now, well, how many people have studied Medu Neter here? Did any one of you ever study the Medu Neter? Did any one of you ever learn the Medu Neter? Hey, Jason. Oh, I know the answer for Jason. All right. Jason, that moon and that moon crescent, that moon and crescent, and anybody else, if you know how it is pronounced, if you know the transliteration, feel free to type it. It's a triliteral. The moon and crescent. Daniel Williams just went so quick. Now, you are both correct. I was asking about uh, the moon and crescent. So that will be transliterated with the I, then the Ain. Oh, what happened there? I was trying to, yeah, that's the one. I was trying to type in the chat, and yeah, more like this. Indeed, the moon, correct. Now, the Ain, I usually do an apostrophe because, as you know, we don't really have it on our keyboard. And then the H with a dot underneath. But according to the MDC, we will use a capital H. But yes, yeah, to make the long story short, yeah, correct. And indeed, the three fox skin right underneath. Oh, should have been doing this. So, whoa. Okay, is it big like that? Where's the size then? Is it here? Yeah, I guess it's here. Yeah. So for those who don't know, this glyph here stands for Yah, and it means the moon, just like Jason has written. You see? And indeed, like Donnie Williams wrote, this three fox skin here is the biliteral mess, transliterated MS. And this here is the folded cloth, one of the uniliterals. It stands for the sound S. So this here is what we call a phonetic complement. Yah was absorbed by Kunzu. Brother obviously missed a O after the KH, or is seen as the adult form of Konsu. Actually, he basically wrote it. Brother Jason already wrote it. More like just the transliteration. Might be a bit complicated when you hear transliteration, but you get used to it. So this is a phonetic complement, so we don't repeat the S because we already have the S with the mess biliteral here. What's nice is that we have one triliteral, one biliteral, and one uniliteral. So all three of them give us indeed Yames. This is speaking on a female, correct? Yames is not a female. I don't think it's of Amos Nefertari. Um, there's a mention of the daughter of the king, but this person here, we will have another side to be certified because and I think I have the description and he's a prince. Why is he not? I don't like when he does that. Oh, what's going on here? Oh no, for oh, I have a video about this artifact. You know what? We can have a look together. We can have a look together the video. I think I've entitled it "Born of the Moon." I re-uploaded it so we can have a look. For all purposes, I'm going to share the link in the chat, and then we're going to have a look together. See, brothers and sisters, I knew way before that I'm sorry that when we deal with the Medu Neter, it's not popping like that, but it is what it is. We have 20 people online, so let me share it. I'm going to pass the intro.
This time we're looking at the word for birth or born of, like offspring, and it's mess, and it's right there. That M and our symbol is E15. The reference is E15682, and you can see that they have his name there.
So indeed, it says statue of the prince Yames. Now, for those who never studied the Medu Neter, you've seen that Donnie Williams and Jason Edwards, and let's go back up. Donnie Williams wrote Ahmos. Now, a lot of time, like Inpu, people will say Anpu. I think it's because of the Greek. Jason Edwards wrote Yames. See? So both those brothers knew the deal already. And when we look at the description of the Louvre Museum, it happens to be spelled similarly, you know. So it would be a great coincidence, but people will say, well, you go by that system, and that system, it hasn't been deciphered and blah blah blah. But I'm just saying this for the record. So it is definitely the statue of a prince. Now, I don't think I will have enough space to see what's on the right.
Yeah, mess.
I mean, not enough space. I did not film the description in the right. It starts by saying elder brother of. So I don't know if he's like related to the daughter of the king, but maybe some of the time I might film the whole thing. But anyway, that was just in passing. So I can go back to the previous thing. And we're going to continue and go through other artifacts. So set. Hold on. Let's go back. Well, we have Sat. We have Sat. I don't see Set. Here we have Senate. Oh, snap. Sorry. Here we have Senate. Doesn't really look at like it too much, but the glyph where I'm pointed directly is the three fox skin. Uh, what did I say? The three fox skin? I must be tired. It's the down arrow. The three fox skin. It's the biliteral sen. Oh, there it is. I meant sat. Yes, indeed. You're correct, brother. Yeah, we have sat. We have sat at least a couple of times. Indeed. Donnie Williams, can you remind me how you started learning the Medu Neter? I don't like what. Why is it that? Okay, you know what? Why I cannot go up and down? I don't. I don't like this. It's okay. You know, I'll click on it. It's not the end of the world. So that was absolutely the last one. Now here, does any one of you know? And don't go too fast this time. This arm holding that scepter. Would anybody know the transliteration, the phonetic value, but let's say transliteration of this triliteral? So Donnie Williams says that he took classes, well, not classes, but he used Ujao's book, and he took a class with Dr. Melinda Nelson Hurst. I'm not familiar with that person. Melinda Nelson Hurst. Let me look that person up. Melinda Nelson Hurst. Nelson. Hmm. PhD in Near Eastern languages and civilization with a specialization in Egyptology. Was it like a MOOC kind of course? Now, Donnie Williams wrote Neket or Jesser, and it is Jesser, correct. Yeah, it's a bit hard to see there. You have to be a bit familiar, you know. Plus, the artifact is damaged. Right, that's correct. I don't know if yeah, Jason, well, Jess, Jason is quick with it. He's put Jesser Kara, indeed, because of the honorific inversion or honorific transposition. I guess honorific inversion is just quicker to pronounce. So it was an online course of 9 weeks. All right. And hold on. I presume it was once a week. Do you think we still have the link to the course? If she's still giving the course? I'm just curious of how much it is. And is it an hour or is it 2 hours? Is it once per week? Feel free to tell me. Now, where are all the Kemetic people? You're not interested with the Medu Neter? You want us to talk about L getting drunk? Tulane University, New Orleans. All right. Um, Hmm. Her Instagram is Voices of Ancient Egypt. She has 3,000 subscribers. Send me the guide. So she has a free guide on her website, but I'm really interested about her course. So learn hieroglyphs, download half an hour, or learn to read Scriber School. Okay. She doesn't put any details. Join the wait list to be the first to know when the doors to Scriber School open and get access to exclusive bonuses. Well, okay, I never know, I guess. So we have Jackie. How you doing? And indeed, Donnie wrote she opens and closes when group is full, then restarts. She is on YouTube. She does the hieroglyphs a day. Mm, see, life is funny. Jason happens to follow her as well. And Donnie wrote, "That's my Seba." Now he actually put Sebat. He put that in parentheses. Now, brothers, like I've said so many times, I've yet to see Seba translated as teacher, and I've looked at a few dictionary. So if you are aware of any dictionary or even a grammar book where we have Seba translated as teacher, please let me know. Now I have Seba in derivative for student and things like that, and of course Seba meaning teaching. I mean not Seba, Sebait. Um, so please let me know. I've been asking that for a long time now. Actually, I know that in the conscious community, many people use the term Seba to mean teacher. You know, uh, but I have yet to see that on a dictionary or a grammar book of the Medu Neter or hieroglyphics. So please let me know. Danny Williams, for example, this lady, this PhD, does she use the term Seba as teacher? But the most important, as far as I'm concerned, is really where is the attestation? Where did somebody translate it as teacher in writing? And of course, preferably from a grammar book or dictionary. Because somebody might have put that in writing in an article, in a blog somewhere. But anyway, let's continue. Now that thing here actually it has the name of the king Amenophis the first, and it's circa 1500 BC. Now that was, if I'm not mistaken, my first smartphone. That's circa 2010, I think. This one here is different. We'll be able to read a thing or two here, right? So Donnie Williams wrote after he saluted Jason. I don't know what's up with my trackpad. What's going on, man? So Donnie Williams wrote, "No, sir, I just repeated from conscious community." Sometimes that's what we do, but we can be accurate, can be accurate. Because sometimes we end up repeating things that are not accurate. Like for example, Uncle Jasseneb, many French speaking people translate it as um, life, strength, health. The Uja doesn't mean strength. Jason wrote, "I have not seen Seba as teacher. However, I think it is more of a reconstructive term coming from Sebai teaching and Seba door as a teacher is a doorway to knowledge." Well, it's Sounds like an interpretation to me. But indeed, Seba means door as well as star. And how do we know? Is because of the determinative. Because we will have the gate determinative when it means door. Now, sometimes we might not have a determinative, but the context of the sentence will help us to know, what we're talking about. You know. So yeah, there would be like an interpretation to me. I'm not saying that it doesn't make sense at all, but somebody must have started, and then everybody, many people followed along and used that term seba to mean teacher. But I should ask Osam Ka because Osam Ka has credentials in the field of Egyptology. So eventually, I might ask him because he uses that term towards some people. But anyway, when you have 20 people, I told you, brothers and sisters, when it's the Medu, it's something else. So here, make it smaller. Oh, what's that? That's the size here. Can I change the color? I'm using a Mac right now. I'm not too familiar with it. I really got that Mac for the music. Oh yeah, well here's the color. Okay, good, great. So I'll put blue, some light blue. All right. Now I'm sure that both of you. It's a shame. There's 20 people watching. There's only two people participating with the Medu Neter. Oh no, 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 my bad. I almost missed one. I'm sure that you know what that stands for, right? One of the most common formula. Yes, indeed. And you see, brothers and sisters, Donnie Williams wrote offering formula in action. Indeed. So, do you know how we pronounce that? You can just put the transliteration if you want, or you can just type it as we will pronounce it. I'm sure both of you know about this one. There are two different ways, actually. But really, it's one way that comes more often, which starts with the word that we use to greet. But there's a variation. Some people may use uh, the word that is translated. There it is. The transliterated by the transliteration of the triangle, for lack of a better word, which is really a cone of bread. V. Bennett has joined us. We now have 17 people. Oh my goodness. Okay, it went back up to 20. So indeed, Donnie Williams, Hotep Dinesut, correct. And as you can see, just right after, Jason Edwards wrote, yep, offering formula Hotep Dinesut. Actually, it's more Hotep Dinesut than Hotep Dinesut. Some people may write Dinesu Hotep, an offering which the king gives. Now, then we have the duck, and I'm wondering now, I'm going to make it a bit smaller. Oh, what's going on here? Why it's too small like that. Now, some of you must know what the duck stands for. Do you know who this is? What's going on? Okay, hold on. Here. Kevin wrote, I don't know it, but I'm very interested in learning. Well, no, it's not a saw. It's not a saw. It's not. Now, a saw, we have the determinative of the deity, the seated person with the beard, But then we will have the eye and the throne. And here we don't have the throne, we don't have the eye. Now, do any of you recognize the glyph just before the seated person with the beard, which once again is the determinative, or some people may say ideogram, for a deity, for a nTr? So Kelvin, for all purposes, I'm giving Medu Neter classes. So if you're interested, I'm putting that address. $10 per class. Now Jason wrote Seb. No, not Seb. Not Seb. Well, this is actually, and you know, I said the duck, and actually it's probably the goose here. The goose. So that's Geb. That's Geb. Because the goose is GB, the transliteration GB. That's Geb. And the leg is the phonetic complement. V. Bennett wrote, I really don't know what's going on with the track. You know what? I think there's some settings with the trackpad. V. Bennett, do you know? Mhm. On my phone, so I can't see the details so close. Because V. Bennett put GB. Have you learned the Medu Neter as well? Now, Jason wrote that they call Seb Geb sometimes. I meant that. I didn't know that they call Seb Geb. I know. I'm not even familiar with Seb. Uh, besides the festivals, it's Seb, isn't it? Or is it Seb? We have Heb, but there's some others as well. You're welcome, Kelvin. Now, I might have some settings for the trackpad because it's very annoying. I have to press it like crazy. Um, hmm, trackpad and click. Okay, that's way more comfortable like that. Okay, let's continue. Any one of you know that word here? That thing is really not really comfortable, man. Because they sell iPads, they don't give you much option. Here, does anybody know what that word is? Danny Williams wrote. Okay, I see that's cool. Never seen Gabe in the mix. But V Bennett, have you started learning the Medu Neter? Okay. Now if you don't know, just say I don't know. This part here that I have inside of a square. V Bennett wrote, I don't know the Medu Neter, but I've been following you all for years. So I did hear many times Goose is for Gabe. Okay. Yes, Danny Williams, Repa. Yes, indeed. Jason wrote begotten or fathered. I don't know if you mean to translate Repa, but that's not what it means. Now, there might be a few, translations, but you will have count or local prints, something like that. Now, the next glyph. Oh, by the way, I did not say that, but for the people who are watching right now, this is read from right to left. All right. So the next glyph It's not going to take long before somebody says what it is. And even if people never took any Medu Neter classes, well, actually, some people may not recognize it because they are touching each other. You see, but we have three glyphs, the same glyph three times, and this is a mark of the plural as well. Well, several mark of the plural, but the same glyph three times is a mark of the plural. So this is a word that we hear many times. Some people use that word to try to make fun of Kemetic people. So the next glyph to the left, I'm surprised it takes that long, brothers. Now, do you know what it is? If you don't know, just type no. It's okay. We have about 3 people participating in the chat, or 24 people online. Are you sure it's Hetepu, brother? Remember, now you never took any classes with me, but I've been telling people, yes, Jason, I've been telling people you need to read, not guess. You should not guess, you should read. So it is not Hetepu, it is indeed Necheru. Necheru. Now, if you use the MDC, Donny Williams Road, can't see, I guess. Is it so small on your end? Is it? You know what? When I'm on the page, is it pixelized also on the page? Because then I understand. I don't know why the quality is so messed up. I really don't understand. Now I'm sure on the mobile phone it will be the same, but you know on the streaming, yeah, the quality is blurry. That's what Jason wrote. I don't know why. I don't even feel like carrying on like that because it looks bad, man. On my end, you know, my on my streaming platform, which is StreamYard, it looks lovely. It's beautiful. I really don't know what's going on there. I really don't know. Hold on. Okay, I have the advert. Yeah, it is pixelized now. If I do the full screen on the phone, well, on the phone it looks slightly better than. Oh, Donnie Williams wrote that he got better. On the phone it looks slightly better than on the well even on the the website. Well, it's still pixelized, and the quality. I mean, try this, brothers and sisters, because sometimes for a strange reason, YouTube will not put the best quality. Now you see here when you point at the video, you have this symbol here, not to say this glyph, and it's the same we have on our phones, even on Android. That's parameters or settings. Let's say, we say paramètres in French. You say settings in English, and there you can choose a quality. You see, so you first have annotation and playback speed, and then quality. So once you click on quality, you can choose a quality, and of course here the best quality is 720p. Um, Now here, oh, Stephen Basket said it looks fine on his end. The Bennett wrote it's only 144, so it's YouTube doing it. So you cannot change. V Bennett, you don't have the option to change. And Jason Edwards wrote StreamYard is glitching and going slow for me. All right. Oh, at times I've been considering going for the pro plan. No, Sisha. Because the pro plan. Oh, okay. V Bennett says I think that work. Okay, let me know, Jason and But Donnie Williams already said he looked better. But did any of you had the opportunity, the option to change? V Bennett says now it's larger. But the sad thing for me is that I've selected the largest quality, which is 720p. But yes, still it's blurry and it bothers me. But V Bennett says that he was able to change it. Hold on. On my end, on my PC, it's so pixelized right now. My face is so pixelized, it just looks so messed up. It really bothers me. You see what wifey brought me? Homemade. I'm gonna try Safari to see if it looks okay or not. So where is Safari? I removed it from the dock. No, is that Safari? No, that's App Store. Okay, it will be in the applications then. So applications, where's Safari? There it is. It's the same on Safari. It's so pixelized. It's like I have a dial-up internet connection. It's really coming from. Oh, hold on. I've muted the other stuff. Um, it has to be on the end of StreamYard. It's really annoying. I mean, it shouldn't look that horrible, and that's the kind of thing that makes me not want to move to the the pro plan, the basic plan. The pro plan, you can go to full HD. Ouais, ouais, mais attends. Je sais que je mange pas épicé. Through the comments. Jason wrote, the window is still going lagging, sorry. Lagging behind, but it's okay, it's doable. Only the hardship to boost the skill is fine with me. No, the way I see it, it looks horrible. I tried on my mobile phone, and I have my mobile phone right now, and it even looks like it's struggling. You know, I think I'm gonna do. You give me a chance to eat this thing. I'm gonna end this live stream and do another one in a few minutes, and hopefully the quality should be better because the quality is just so messed up. I can't understand it. It's not even interesting. I don't understand why there's so few people. All right. So let me finish comments and then hopefully it looks better when I get on it again. Now Donnie Williams is asking how my class is structured. It's one-on-one private class, and all you need to is your internet connection. The burritos or comment t'appelles ça déjà? Pardon. Fajitas. What if you made them? Yo. Hmm? Mm. Yo, I caught up today with the so-called discussion on another platform with Chris yesterday. It's all about baking a cake. It's all about baking a cake. Okay, but normally it's fine. The StreamYard on your show. Okay, sounds good. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna do that. Hopefully it looks better because the quality is just so bad. That I don't know why, man. So I'll see you in a few minutes. So I stay tuned. I will share the stuff on my timeline, my YouTube timeline. But if you haven't hit that notification bell, then make sure you do so. So you should be notified. All right. So I'll see you soon, brothers and sisters.